Okay, boys and girls, so for this part of Foundations today, we are going to do a sentence dictation review. I still have some of you struggling with forming your sentences. So I think it's important to know that the reason why we use these sentence frames is to help us, because writing a sentence seems easy, but there's also a lot to remember. So these sentence frames help us remember all of the important parts in a sentence. This is the most important one. Remember, this sentence frame has a tower. This always should be at the beginning of a sentence because it reminds us to use a capital letter. Remember, every word at the beginning of a sentence needs to start with an uppercase letter or a capital letter. So that is why this one should always come first, so we remind ourselves to use an uppercase letter. Last week, I saw some of you using it in the middle of your sentence, and it shouldn't go in the middle. It should be at the beginning. So we're going to practice again, and I'm going to walk you through the sentence dictation because it's important that we learn how to write a correct sentence, okay? So the first sentence we're going to make today is, we got into a hot bath. We got into a hot bath. Say it with me. We got into a hot bath. Now I'm going to build the sentence with my sentence frames. Which one am I going to start with? You guys tell me. The uppercase letter, okay? We got into a hot bath. And what does a sentence need to end with? A punctuation mark. Okay. Now I'm going to mark up my sentence. That means I'm going to read my sentence, my blank sentence frames, and I'm going to circle where all of the trick words should be, okay? So our first word, we. Is that a trick word? It is. We got into. Is into a trick word? Is a trick word? It sure is. Hot bath. We got into a hot bath. Okay, so I have all of my trick words circled, so I know when I go to write my words that these are not words I can tap out. That's why it's important that we have our trick words memorized, so when we go to write them, we know how to spell them. All right, and I'm going to put my punctuation mark here already. Okay, so I'm going to start writing my sentence. My first word is we. This is a trick word, so how do we spell the word we? W-E, correct. Now remember that W, is it going to be in uppercase or lowercase? It should be uppercase because it is uppercase because it's the beginning of my sentence. Every word at the beginning of your sentence starts with an uppercase letter. Okay, the word we, so I'm going to make that W uppercase. We. Got. I can tap out this word, g, and write the sounds as I go. A, t, got. Into. Into is a trick word. How do we spell this word? I-N-T-O. A, hot. We can tap out this word. We're going to write the sounds as we go. A, t, hot. Okay. Bath. Oops, sorry. Bath is also a word that we can tap out. So as we're tapping out, we're going to write the sounds as we go. Bath. B, a. Listen. It's a digraph. T, Now I have my sentence. We got into a hot bath. Okay, I'm going to check all the parts of my sentence. Did I start with an uppercase letter? Yep. Did I end with a punctuation mark? Sure did. Did I spell all of the trick words correctly? Yes, yes, yes. Did I tap out all of the other words and write the sounds that I hear? Absolutely. Now before I read it, I'm going to put in my fluency sweeps. We got into a hot bath. Okay, let's read it all together. Actually, I want you to watch first. Watch me read it. We got into a hot bath. Now let's read it. Ready? We got into a hot bath. Okay, I'm going to do another example for you, so hang tight. Okay, I'm back. Alrighty, so we're ready for sentence number 2. Sentence number 2. Did Jack rush to get the bus? Did Jack rush to get the bus? Can we say it all together? Did Jack rush to get the bus? Say it back to me. Okay, we'll say it all together one more time. Did Jack rush to get the bus? I'm going to form my sentence. What kind of sentence frame am I going to use first? You should know by now. Shout it out. The uppercase letter frame. Okay. Did. Now I'm going to use my other uppercase letter frame because Jack is the name of a person. So that first letter of his name is going to be uppercase. Did Jack rush to get the bus? What do I need at the end of a sentence? Punctuation mark. Okay. Now, I'm just going to move these a little bit closer so they can all fit. Okay, so now I have my sentence formed. Now I'm going to read it and I'm going to circle the trick words that I hear. Did Jack rush to? Is to a trick word? Get the. Is the a trick word? Bus. Okay. Let's talk about our punctuation mark before we write the words in. Am I giving you a statement or am I asking a question? Did Jack rush to get the bus? Did he? I'm asking a question. So am I going to use a period or a question mark? Question mark, because we use a question mark when we ask a question, don't we? Okay, here we go. I'm going to write my words. Any frame that is not circled, I can tap out and write the sounds as I go. So the first word in my sentence, did. Uppercase letter, D. So that should be an uppercase D. D, I, D. Did. Okay, sorry. Did Jack, J, A, K, Jack, rush, Sh, rush. To is a trick word. How do we spell it? T-O. Get, G, E, T. Get. The is a trick word. How do we spell it? T-H-E. Bus, B, S, bus. Okay. Does my sentence start with an uppercase letter? Yes. Does it end with a punctuation mark? Yes. Did I spell my trick words correctly? Yes. Yes. Did I write the sounds I hear in each word? Yes. So now I'm going to put in my fluency swoops, okay? Did Jack rush to get the bus? Okay. Listen to me read. Did Jack rush to get the bus? Can you read it with me? Did Jack rush to get the bus? Good job. Thank you for helping me. For your assignment today, you are going to be writing sentences and reading them to me. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you in your next lesson.